what human beings can create. The present world is because of foresight of a past. And therefore, we have, even though we are in a present situation, we have to create such a past for the future of possibilities and probabilities and creativity. As students of JSS Law College, I have been a lecturer, a professor, all these many things. I have learned a lot from my students. The first student, Mahadev Shetty, whose daughter is studying in this college at present. Then there was Nanda, there was Vani, and there was also Dharmendra and Ravi, who is not there. So that past is the living present, and their contribution would be naturally building the possibilities and probabilities of future. So there is nothing in contemplating. We can talk about a history of the world for millions of years from Big Bang because they are merely facts. And those facts have developed this world. This law you will be studying, and you have studied that the progress of the world, this quotation is from Kierkegaard, a great social jurist. The progress of the world is from facts to concept. So, depending upon the facts of the past and also present, we have to go on creating concepts. It is the idea, it is the concept which builds a future. If you have read Jules Verne, novels, all those ideas have become realities. So don't hesitate to think about ideas that are to be materialized in future. There is no life in living the past. Present is the replica, a duplicate of the past. But some particle of future, we have to contemplate. We have to become that particle of future. JSS Law College is a part of the institution JSS Vidyapita. But this institution has been there for thousands of years. What is it has contributed? It is the idea in Western philosophy which gives importance to physical aspects. Doctrine of primogeniture. Son of a king becomes the son of a king and he builds the empire. That has not created the world at all, that has in fact destroyed the world. But if you read the history of JSS institution, which has lived there, what is that? And that is the development of an idea, evolution of an idea, the consistency of the growth of a contemplated concept. That is JSS institution today. You are a part of it. And wherever you are there, even though you are an atom in the strength of the world, but that atom is future. Anurenu, we say in our philosophy. The atom of idea that creates the world. In fact, physically also, it is an atom of our body which comes into contact with another atom of another body, and a combination of two atoms become this world, this creativity. Therefore, the whole world is the result of an idea, a concept. Facts become concepts, concepts become facts. This is a circle of development, circle of evolution. So JSS institution, it was a part and particle of some philosophy, of some social service, some humanitarian idea. Revolutions have taken place on this earth. America has come into existence after, say, 500 years. All killings, destructions, because you are merely physical aspects. But for thousands of years, we have developed an idea, and that is, I don't know whether you appreciate it, Sarvam Brahmamaya. The whole world is full of creativity. Brahman is creativity. Creativity is possible because of contemplation. And you are a particle of this idea. You seem to be individual, but you are a particle of this whole universe. You are a part of Brahman, and you are going to be Brahman for future. With this great idea, I think I have been able to live a wonderful life after becoming a part of this great institution. Even today, this institution is in my body, in my mind, is in my spirit, is in my contemplation. So I have dreamed in this institution, and some experiences have become present in dreams. Wonderful work as a JSS institution. We contributed to the university, we contributed to the villages, we have contributed to the enormous thousands and thousands and thousands. So if you go into the history of JSS Law College, the particles of JSS College, most probably is in Africa, is in America, is in almost all the countries. You are the world, you are the Brahman, you are the JSS institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Venuji, for your enterprising and, as always, inspiring quest. And I now request Professor K. Suresh sir to honor and felicitate our Venuji with a small token of gratitude from us, from all of us.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡಮ್ಮ
ಅಲ್ಲೇ
ಹೀಗೆ ಫೋಕಸ್
Okay.
Yes.
So as he is doing this, I just want to say a few words about Professor M.S. Venugopal, born on January 17, 1945 at Mysore, to Sri M.N. Subbaramaya and Srimati Paradama, has completed his MA English, Science and in Economics, with LLM from the University of Mysore, Professor of Law at JSS Law College, and all our mentors and one of the strongest pillars to this college. He's been working with the college from the year 2003. His few awards and achievements. Now, as I read, I still feel emotional because I'm too small a person to even speak about this great stalwart. He's an Ariel Gold Coin winner, Rotary West Amaravani Teachers Award, Best Short Story Writer, recorded songs in Geeta Bharati audio cassettes, playwright in Anka Amateur Drama Troupe, MSS Unit Officer during his days, resource person in children's camps, JSS Mahavidyapitha, Administrative Training Institute, Academic Staff College, LIC Mysuru, Karnataka State Law University Hubballi, and other places. He served in the organizations like he's been the state president of Samskara Bharati up till 2008, Azadi Bachao Andolan, Swadeshi Jagran Manch, served as director of Vivekananda Institute of Leadership Development, PILD Mysuru, and his hobbies are gardening, organic farming, personality development programs, theatre, music. And these are few words from his alumni, all of us. We see him as an epitome of brilliance and seek inspiration from him. A person so humble and ever so modest to admit that he is a lifelong learner. I think it is very safe to say that we have never seen another person like him. To us, he will always stand parallel to abundance and knowledge. Words will fall short if one was to describe his many qualities. He is one pragmatic person, always willing to help students in need and engaging them well in all kinds of learning processes. To have a practical approach to the law courses, he was the first person to introduce in our college, called as the APP methodology of teaching and learning, and learning legal aid with singing and dancing. And of all, we could describe him as a stress buster, and all of us have been under the tutelage of this great person, a human being, par excellence. And I fall short with this brief things or qualities about Venuji. I thank you for accepting our invitation and being with us here. That itself makes this whole event a grand success. Thank you, Suresh sir, to felicitate him. And to proceed further, I request Professor K. Suresh sir to give his presentation.
I want them to speak. At least so many of them have come. Let them introduce themselves.
Okay, and then
especially the ones that you are online.
Yes, yes. So I will take the privilege of inviting.
Ask them to introduce themselves and say a few words.
Okay.
The ones actually are online.
Okay, sir. So should I start with our own classroom and
just finish? Anyway, then we have.
Yeah, she's here. Okay, sir. Fine. So I request the alumni who are online to please introduce yourselves and speak to us from there. We have Alex, we have Sabaresh, we have Diana, we have many others whom I'm yet to look into the screen. Yeah, may we have each of you speaking one after the other, introducing yourselves. Please unmute and speak to us.
Alex, unmute and speak.
Yeah, Alex, I think we should start with you.
Please start.
Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, continue. Yes,
I'm Mr. Alex Joseph. I'm batch of 2002 batch. Now I got settled in Delhi. I have 2 children and wife is a homemaker. Practicing in Supreme Court, I'm an advocate on record. And this year I'm completing my 20 years in practicing law as a lawyer. I'm really happy to see our most respected Vedugopal sir and beloved Principal Suresh sir, Dharmendra sir and Nagendra Murthy sir. Really happy today. I'm happy to meet my immediate seniors and the juniors virtually and even physically in the hall. I'm really grateful and I will be always happy to be part of JSS Alumni team. Thank you and welcome all.
Nice to meet you all, sir. Am I audible? I'm Shaji Matthew from Ernakulam. I'm practicing at High Court in Ernakulam, and I am a 1993 student of JSS Law College, 1993. So I have 3 children. The second child is now just now completed from Trivandrum Law College, and she will be joined with us also. And nice to see all, especially Suresh sir. I'm very fond of Suresh sir, and I'm very happy to see you all. And all the best wishes for alumni. Thank you.
Good morning to all. Audible. Hello. Hello. Good morning to all.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, I have Mitran from Kerala in Kannur district. Hello.
Yeah, you're audible. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. I have 1991 pass out in this college and now practicing as an advocate and notary in Mattanur, near Mattanur Airport and the Kannur district, Kerala state. Suresh sir, welcome sir. You are my IPC and CRPC taken. So that's why I have practiced a criminal lawyer in my place. And I always remember your class. Venugopalan sir, good morning sir. Venugopalan is also taken my class. Yes, we remembering sir. And Siddhappa sir is also, I think he's here or there, in there. We didn't see after my completing the course. I have two children. Both children are in mechanical engineering. Okay, thank you, sir, to participate in this function.
Come to Mysore with your family once.
Pardon, sir?
Come to Mysore with your family.
Yeah, okay, sir, definitely. In this week, little busy. That's why I didn't attend to the meeting. The next day, next week, or any other function, definitely will meet again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sabarish, Abhinav from Dubai. All of you, whomever are able to see the names. One after the other, please introduce yourselves. Diana is here.
Diana, speak.
Unmute, Diana.
Waiting for others to speak.
Yeah.
You're waiting for others. You can start off, no problem.
It's great to see you, Suresh sir, Natraj sir, Venugopal sir, and my dear classmate Vanishri, and my colleagues, past and present, before and after my batch, and those assembled there. Myself, Diana, and I belong to the 2001 batch. I work as an independent researcher and also involved in advocacy here in my hometown, Calicut. And currently, I'm working on a few projects with SERA of National Law School, Bengaluru, contributing to the area of academic environment, education and awareness and literacy programs, etc. And that's about my work side. My husband works for the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force. He's a Judge Attorney General there and is stationed at Delhi. I live in Calicut with my daughter and my parents. My daughter is doing her education in Calicut. She's 7 years old. And that's about me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ.
Please put on your videos.
ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಬಿರ್ಲೆ
The recent past students also can speak. I feel you are all waiting for the senior alumni to speak. One after the please.
Hello, sir.
Please, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Anaga from 2020 batch. I'm working in Navayuga Engineering Company in Hyderabad in the legal team. Very happy to see you all.
And you're married?
Yes, sir.
Introduce your family.
I'm recently I got married. Hello.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, please go ahead.
In September, I got married and I live in Hyderabad now. My husband is an engineer. Now I moved to Hyderabad recently. I feel now I am working in a company. When I was in college, I used to feel why whatever I learned in college, now it is very useful for drafting and all. I'm really thankful for all those training I went through. I miss everything.
Your juniors who are studying here, they always curse us because they say we are giving them a lot of work.
No, sir. It is very useful now. No, all those things are very useful. Please go through everything which a teacher says. Follow everything. It will be very useful, very helpful after when you pass out. Now, please don't curse and all.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, all. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. I think, the most recent graduate here of last year, 2021. I'm currently working as a legal analyst. So I'm working for a healthcare company, Striker. We are into medical devices for orthopedic implants and everything. I'm working with the legal team and I'm based out in only. So after 5 years in my, I've come back and settled back in Delhi for a while. It's been great. I keep complaining the weather in Delhi right now. So I keep missing the weather, especially because it's so hot. Month of June and May. College has always been great. And as Anaga was also saying, there are a lot of things that we pick up in 5 years, which we crib about, but we shouldn't, because once you're in the field, you realize that all the hard work that you have done in college will pay off in the end. And, the world is even tough once you're in the field. College is just like an eye-opener, but once you're in the field, it's 24-hour job by the end of it. So it's been great connecting with you, sir, again, and everyone out there. And thank you for all the support that you have given to us.
Thank you very much.
Sabrish is here. Abhinav.
Hello, sir. This is Abhinav. I'm joining in.
Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm joining in from Dubai. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sir. It's not working.
You can put off your video, no problem. Have some network issues.
Ma'am, the camera is not working. I'm not sure what is the reason. But I had come in about 2 weeks ago to the college. Again, so very nice to see you. I was just listening into what Pavni said, what Anga said, and both of them were my mentees. And I completely agree with them. It's been 5 years now that we left college. It's hard outside. So whatever, whatever people are doing currently, they need to do it. They need to go through that training so that they can prepare themselves for what is there outside. Once you go through the training, once you go through the applications in the final year, or the that diary checking, the moot courts, you will realize that the moment you get outside, it's going to be easier for you. It's not going to be, you're not going to feel that you are unprepared. So I do concur with both of my juniors there. I would also like to take this opportunity to say thank you to Suresh sir, to Venugopal sir, to Vani ma'am, Natraj sir. It's been great outside just because what we learned in college. Thank you so much, sir.
She's my classmate, and she's a judge presently. She will introduce her. Please come.
ಆಯ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಬನ್ನಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ.
ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ನಾನು 2002 ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದಿದ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸುರೇಶ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಕಾಲು ಗಳಗ ನಡುತ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು 2008 ಜುಡಿಷಿಯರಿ ಸೇರಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಹೊಸದುರ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ, ಚಿತ್ರದುರ್ಗ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಧೀಶರಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗೋದು ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಹುದ್ದೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬಾ ಜನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಇದು ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳೋದು ಸರ್, ನಾವೆಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ರು ಏಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸಾಥ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಡು ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡು ಮಾಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಲಿ, ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೊಡು. ಹಾ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದೆರಡು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ yourself to your other alumni. ಕೊಡು ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡು. ತಾಳಪ್ಪ, ನೀನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡು. ನೀನಿದ್ದಾಗ ತಲೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕೂದಲಿತ್ತು, ಈಗ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೀನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಎಂತಲ್ಲ.
ಗುಡ್ ಮಾರ್ನಿಂಗ್. ನಾನು ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಅಂತ 96 ಬ್ಯಾಚ್, ಬಟ್ ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಾರಿ ಬೇಜಾರು. ಮತ್ತೆ ವಾಣಿಯಕ್ಕ ಒಬ್ಬರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಸಾರಿ ವಾಣಿಯಕ್ಕ. ವೇಣುಜಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವೇಣುಜಿ. ನಾನು ನರೇಂದ್ರ
ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪಾಜಿ ಗೌಡ್ರು ಮಗ.
ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಟರಾಜ ಸರ್ ಅವಾಗ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಈಗ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ದು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಸತಿ ಬೈದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾನು ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ದು ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಿಂಗ್, ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು.
Thank you, thank you.
We should talk about getting the history.
Oh, ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ದೇವಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ.
ನಾನು 1998 I passed out of this college. Today morning when I walked through the corridor, come to this room, I felt I never left this college. Just going to enter a classroom and that feeling I got. I feel very emotional every time I come to this college, and I always feel that this college is in my blood. I have very sweet memories of this college, and the day I took admission, I remember it so well. It was evening 5:30 in the evening, and I entered Professor Suresh's cabin with a kit in my hand. I had traveled from Bangalore to Mysore. I had fought with my advocate who was fighting my case, and I had challenged him that he had a sort of misbehaved with my case, and I was very angry and very anxious and frustrated. That was the time when I decided that I become the challenge I gave to my advocate. I brought a file in my hand and entered Professor Suresh's cabin. And I just introduced myself and I said, I need to become an advocate. And sir, please, you are going to give me a seat in this college. I didn't request him or I didn't, say please and all that. I just said, sir, please, you are going to give me a seat in this college and I want to study here. And he just looked at my face and he said, yes, madam, I'm going to give you a seat. That was how I became a student of this college. And through the 3 years I stayed here, the staff was so wonderful and so friendly and so nice. They guided me with my case all through, and every time I used to go and sit in the staff room and with my case file, and they used to guide me how to go about the case. And with that feedback, I used to go and follow up with my case, and I am happy to say that I won my case, and and I just really don't have the right words to thank all these staff members and this college. They are so friendly, so nice, and so wonderful. It has been one of the best part of my life, this college life. Thank you so much. Some of the latecomers who joined us, Prema, always came from the college days.
ಕೃಷ್ಣಮೂರ್ತಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ದಿವಸ ಮಾತಾಡೋರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು.
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ರಾಜೇಂದ್ರ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳ ಕೃಪಾಕಟಾಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ನಾನು ಈ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಯಾಕೆಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಹೋಟೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇವರು ಸಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವರು ನೀವು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಭೇಟಿಯಾದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ನೆನಪಿದೆ, 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಸಂಜೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರವಚನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆಗ ಹೋಗಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ನನಗೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿನಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಓದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಅಂತೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಚೀಟಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಟ್ರು. ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಆಫೀಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀನು ಏನು ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅದು ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನನಗೆ 3 ಜನ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ಬೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಶಿವಪ್ರಕಾಶ್ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಈಗ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಶಿವಾನಂದ ಭಾರತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮಾಜವಾಗಿ 3 ಜನನು ಒಂದೇ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಗುರುಗಳು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ರು, ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸುರೇಶ್ವರು ಮತ್ತು ವೇಣುಜಿಯವರು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ವೇಣುಜಿಯವರು ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿಟೇಷನ್ ತಾನೇ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತಾದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲಾಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ನಿರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಷ್ಟನ್ನ ಮುಚ್ಚುವೆ ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಸಂಪ್ರದಾಯ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ವೇಣುಜಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲೂ ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕು ಸೇರ್ಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನನಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಯ ವ್ಯವಹಾರವನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಹಾಗೆ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಾತ್ರಿ ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ರಾತ್ರಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಓದು ಮನೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಷ್ಟು ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ 1991ರಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಇದೇ JSSLC ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿ. ಅನಂತರ 1 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅನಂತರ 1940 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಪೂರ್ಣಕಾಲಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅವಳಿಗಿಂತ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ 10 ವರ್ಷ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅನಂತರ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ PS ಸುಮಾರು 17 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅಷ್ಟರೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಯಿತು. ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನನ್ನ ಗುರುಗಳಾದಂತಹ ಸುರೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಯಾವುದೇ ತರದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡದೆ ನೀನು ನಾಳೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅದೇ ತರ ನಾನು ಈ 5 ವರ್ಷ ನನ್ನ ನಿವೃತ್ತಿಯ ನಂತರ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಇದು JSS ಒಂದು ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠ ಮತ್ತು ಗುರುಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಕೊಡುಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ವಿದ್ಯೆಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಯಿತು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಹಾಗೆ JSS ಮಹಾವಿದ್ಯಾಪೀಠಕ್ಕೆ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಅದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಮ್ಮ. ಮನೆ ಟೀ ಕುಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಧರ್ಮೇಂದ್ರ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ಮಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
From Alumni, sir. With your permission, sir.
Please.
It's a small surprise from all the alumni. And you must forget, sir, to play a video and go on. So, our wherever someone who doesn't need an introduction, born on 26 March 1966, connected international law, constitution, rights, evidence, law contracts, legal journey, personal law, and workshops attended at the national level and other workshops, regular speaker at the national academic staff college, administrative academy, departments, and participated and regularly imparting training to IAS, IPS, IRS, etc. Participated in more than 500 programs across the country, acting for the government, public, private sector persons, on different branches. More than 30,000 officers participated in the program in the last 6 months. Human rights outreach projects on human rights, community programs, programs related on values, enterprise, women's commission, etc. Health, homes, faculty of law, board studies, malpractice classes, quality, syndicate, senate, academic council, board of examination, women's health, criminal committee, human ethical committee, anti-trafficking committee, anti-trafficking committee of several sexual harassment inquiry committee for university, central government departments and appointed bodies. When it comes to business, it really current affairs, philosophy and book on spirituality. So go further, have said result as an example among students and fraternity by consistently sharing his knowledge and his skills, and needless to say, always keeping in mind progress of this institution and the second pillar of this college. In fact, I think his first family is great session and then his first exam. He is someone who has worked extremely hard to get this college a position that it has as of today. Decision-making ability and priority management has been of utmost significance at every stage, and is also extended and encouraged fellow colleagues and constantly to do better and succeed all the areas. He was the one who started with enough resolutions and assignment writing and drafting of assignments. So we were under myself, we just had a written text, but he was the first to start off with the presentation, gave us down at the forum and the platform for the students to come on and make their presentations on basic topics, especially strategy for. It taught us how to perform multiple tasks simultaneously. So he is far excellent and always nearing perfection. Again, all short of words. And this was not told away. I'm extremely sorry, sir. This was to be kept totally secretive, as this was a small surprise for our great Professor K. Suresh, sir, our mentor, and most of us sitting here would never forget how he has tutored and one of the reasons for our success is Suresh, sir. Request National Movie sir, Nagaraj sir to present a small token of gratitude to Professor. Sir, alumni ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನೀವು accept ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. Not your colleagues.
ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಾರಿ ಒಂಥರ ಅನ್ಪ್ಲೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್
ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಾ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋಬಿಟ್ರು ಒಳ್ಳೇದು.
Thank you very much, sir, for your support and continued support. Now I think it is Suresh sir's turn to talk to us.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಂತಾನೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. My dear Ms. Vedgopal, my friend, philosopher and guide, colleague for a very long time. Principal Dr. Nataraj, dear colleagues, and
my dear students, online and offline. Venugopal has spoken beautifully and has given a brief background about actually the college and how actually it all originated and developed to the present status. I still remember way back in 1982, August 8th was the day when actually this college started. I was still a student at that time, and myself and Venugopal started actually as part-timers. And those figures are still fresh in my mind. 58 students joined for 5 years, 3 years course. 2 years exactly after that, we started 5 years program. That was for the first time actually in South India when Bar Council introduced 5 years course. Mysore University was the one which accepted that 5 years program, unlike the North Indian universities who refused to accept it, Madras University and Mysore University. And in Mysore University, JSS Law College and Vidyavardhana Law College, they accepted. Deshak actually was the first batch student, and he took, I think, 6 or 7 years to complete 5 years program. That was a very, very tough program at that time. And this have actually started in the last almost actually 40 years. We traversed actually a long journey from a small room where we all started, moved out to another building and came to this present actually infrastructure way back in 1982. Venugopal actually was with me right from 1982 till he retired, and even after retirement actually was with us for some time. It was a wonderful journey, and those days, we were waiting for the students to come and actually take admission. When 82, 83, 84 and all, in fact, not much demand for law. We were waiting. As Madam actually said, she when came and asked for a seat, I was ready to give her a seat because we wanted actually students to come. Now the situation is totally reversed. It has become hell of a time for me because giving admission actually to the 5 years course has become the toughest activity. 120 seats, more than 1,000 applications, right? And the people bring all sorts of actually influences. That is your college. That is the level to which actually it has grown. And for which I'll tell you, it is not my management alone or my staff. Every one of you actually has contributed. Every one of you has contributed. And at one point of time, we had nearly 45 to 50% actually students from non-Karnataka, up to 60%. Foreign students alone actually constitute about actually 24 to 25% from 16 to 17 countries. About 20 states actually remaining about 30% actually students. The Corona actually hit us so hard, and the foreign nationals actually almost freezed. Not in the last 2-3 years, no foreign students actually came. Students from actually other states are also stopped coming because the movement actually was restricted. But still actually we have students actually from 10 to 12 countries. And needless to say, actually our alumni are across the globe in different actually fields. More than few hundred actually judges are there, few thousand actually advocates are there. In every known actually field of human activity, there are students actually from our college. This is how actually the college grew over a period of time. And people like Venugopal, who actually, when we got our autonomy way back in 2005, autonomous concept actually was, not very much accepted those days and considered to be a big responsibility. When we accepted that actually challenge, we had to face several actually the problems because we had to develop our own curriculum, teaching, learning methods. Venugopal and various actually my colleagues and other actually people helped us a lot in developing a wonderful, robust curriculum. In the course of time, we could actually make our a niche for ourselves actually in programs. So these last 40 years actually have been very fruitful. And many of our students who are there actually, who have joined us online from different parts, I wanted them to speak and say something about actually the kind of actually job they do, the kind of experience actually they have been getting as the legal professionals, so that we can transfer that kind of an information and experience to our younger generation. These days, plenty of actually problems we do actually come across because unlike in the past, there was some amount actually of obedience and commitment actually for the studies, etc. Was there, but these days I'll tell you, students are of different kinds. So I see every day the parents coming and actually seeking admission. I still remember actually the other day when father comes and actually tells, I want a seat, because the son did not get a seat. One of the High Court judges actually had called me and he said, please actually give him a seat. Okay, I agreed, though actually his percentage was not very attractive. But the father actually was insisting that actually wants to only BBA. I asked him, he himself actually is a lawyer. I asked actually, almost you got 25 to 30 years of actually experience as a lawyer. Will you please actually tell me what is the difference between BALLB and BBLLB? I don't know the difference. You don't, even I don't know the difference. But only thing is your child is making the difference between the two. Please convince your child, and at the end of the day, he is going to be a lawyer, whether BBA or BA. It makes absolutely no difference. But this craze actually has driven us nuts, right? Everyone actually wants to get into it, right? Anyway, be that as it may, that is actually the younger generation. So this is the program where wherever we go, my management and other institutions, they say, you say you have students across the globe, why can't make them actually all come together on one particular, actually under one roof at certain point of time, so that actually we can have a big gathering. That has been actually a big dream, I'll tell you, and that is not going to be realized in short time, because it is extremely difficult for us and for you also to gather on a particular given day. I'll tell you, coming to Mysore, offline or online, we have been trying for the past 10-15 years. See that actually at least gather here and at least actually we can exchange our experiences. It has been very difficult. I know how many of them actually have joined online, Madhu? Any idea? Some 80 to 90 actually had joined. Anyway, at least Corona has taught us and given us actually plenty of new ideas. You need not physically be present, in order to in fact exchange ideas. You can actually online also, because more than 1.5 years actually we taught our students actually online. That gave us actually a wonderful experience. So my request at this particular point of time is, because a couple of years ago, some of the alumni said that you fix a particular day in a year and make it an alumni day, so that on that day, people actually can make themselves free and come. So that idea also we floated, and Vani somehow actually thought over that, and all of a sudden this actually day was fixed. And anyway, at least actually there is a kind of a presence, not so big in number, but it is indeed actually a good turnout, I would say. So my request is, we have, my colleague has already spoken to you about actually objectives and the purpose of this alumni association. Many institutions actually have many purposes and objectives, because most of actually the students who are passed out from an institution will have actually acquired or assumed actually good offices. Through them actually we can seek some kind of a help, material or other kind of a help, so that actually we can grow. I am not actually asking for any such actually help. What I want is, there are these days, especially after Corona, many of our students actually are finding it extremely difficult to, in fact, actually continue their studies. In the last couple of years, I still remember more than half a dozen students actually left the course because they were not in a position to pay the fees. We were helpless. Last year, it was really, pathetic, because some of them actually could not pay even their examination fees. At that particular point of time, an idea struck, and actually I requested some of my colleagues and actually my friends to contribute whatever actually the money they have, any kind of money. I did not say 1,000, 2,000, even 50 rupees will do, so that actually we can pay examination fees of few people and the tuition fees of actually some people. You believe it or not, I'll tell you, we could actually collect some 3-4 lakh rupees, and we paid actually the fees of some 20 to 25 students, right? And I do not want to deliberately make it actually as an institutionalized actually program, like we have a poor students actually fund, you contribute, etc., etc. Once you institutionalize this kind of a thing, it goes ahead, right? Therefore, what we did was, what we collected the money, we distributed and actually finished the whole money. Because every year there will be a new problem, new batch of students will be having actually the problems. So there are still, I'll tell you, in the college, some of the students who cannot afford, but they are intelligent, hardworking, and there's a bright future for them. So my request is, if any one of you can actually assist those people in continuing their education, I think that would be the finest actually thing you can ever contribute to your college, for having actually studied in this college and for having actually gained so much of actually knowledge and other actually benefits. I think that is one request that I make. This is how we can actually pay back the institution. So this is a difficult position, because I told my colleagues, you please try to identify, because many of the students who cannot afford it will not come and actually ask for some kind of help, because it is damaging to their self-esteem. So we have to in fact look at them, try to find out and see that they are not in a position, because my admission clerk, actually she is a very clever clerk, lady. She could say, like, these are the people, sir, for the past 2.5 years, they have not been able to pay the fees. They are finding it extremely difficult. That is how actually collected information, actually without telling anybody, we give the money. So therefore, my request actually in this particular actually meet is, if you can actually find any such person who was not in a position to pay actually his fees, not necessarily in this college, any other college, please actually contribute actually your mind, whatever may be the amount, right? So I think that is how you can actually pay back to your, your own institutions. So I extremely thankful Venuji came for this particular thing, and I heard him after a very, very long time, because when Venuji used to be here and for every program, Venuji's speech actually was an obligatory part of the program, right? So that actually got stopped in the last almost actually 7-8 years when he left us. And I'm so happy to hear him today. And he has given actually wonderful actually background and also ideas about actually alumni meet. I express actually my deepest actually gratitude for all of you who have come online from different actually places. We deliberately chose Saturday because for second Saturday and fourth Saturday in Karnataka is a holiday. Alva madam, although in most of the other places, and especially working in actually corporate, Saturday is a holiday. And maybe perhaps in other states also, last Saturday will be a holiday. That is one. And on a holiday, Saturday morning, if you call actually for a meeting, many of them actually might have not even actually woken up from their actually bed, because working previous night late, right? And next day morning at 11 o'clock, actually you start your meeting. Who will wake up and actually come and join this actually boring meeting? Many of them have not been able to make it. Anyway, next time we'll inform you in advance. Please, as someone actually said, try to gather actually. Madam Heldange, Judge Madam Heldange, please actually try to come in large number. At least actually can see each other, see your college, right? And also share your experience. Monotonous work is there in the office. But you will certainly like, you go back in time, you become angry. The moment actually you see your classmates, Madam Heldange, right? When she was here, I'll tell you, she was a very active lady. ಯಾವ 18-20 ವರ್ಷದ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಿಂತ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಓಡಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಟ್ರು ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು, ರೈಟ್? ಭಟ್ರು he was more studious than any studious student, right? At that age, these two actually, and Marchamaya was another actually person whom we cannot actually forget at all, right? These are the elderly people actually added a kind of vigor to the younger generation of this particular class. So that is how actually we remember everyone here. So thank you very much actually for having accepted our invitation and be with us this Saturday morning. Hope in the coming years we'll be able to meet actually as often as possible. Please actually try to in fact leave your present address and your contact number, email ID. We have actually a form, I think. Do you have a form here, right? Yeah, please give us and try to actually spread. I think most of you must be having actually your own group, social media group. Try to in fact reach out to them, and we only want to in fact actually see where are they and what are they doing, so that actually we can also derive some kind of pleasure in knowing them, what exactly they are doing. The other day, one girl, she was a girl when she was a student here 20 years ago. She came, she's working in Sharjah. She just actually came. I thought it must be some parent coming for admission. I simply just actually kept her, because where to get the seats? I just kept her. Then she came with a sister. She said, I was a student 25 years ago. Right? She is a grown-up actually little fat lady from Sharjah. She said, I wanted to see the college and see you. I came here, and I made her and said, and she explained, I had come to your house also, and what she had come to my son's naming ceremony, and she asked me, what's your son doing? He's married and he is actually in London. She was shocked, because actually 25 years ago she had come. Like that, no, these are all pleasant actually surprises. We always like it, right? Please actually do drop in. I still remember a student actually, he is called Balak, right? Balak means Buddha. He was not a Balak anymore in physics as well as actually he was heavily built. See, he once walked in actually my chamber and with his wife and son, he is a police officer in NYPD, New York Department of Police. I made him sit and asked him, please tell me your experience, because I go regular to police academy here in Mysore. I hear their stories, the pathetic stories. You please tell me whether actually police in US also is like that. He explained actually how beautiful everything. And he was telling his American wife, this is my principal, this is my college. And he was explaining everything to his small son. So bringing actually his wife from America, telling actually about this college. It was his college, right? It was so great for him. His wife did not actually find anything speciality here because she studied actually in American institutions. This building, the infrastructure did not appeal to her. But to him, I will tell you was something great. That is how you feel when you come to your college, right? Thank you very much for having actually a response.
Thank you very much, sir. August 8th, 1982 to the coming August 8th, 2022. So we are having two of us to still lead us. Even to this day, we go and trouble Venuji at his house. And of course, Suresh sir is out. We have taken him with us. We go along, we walk along with him for the growth of this college. So I need not repeat again. I just request each and every one of you who have logged in late that we have an alumni association in place. I request you all to register. We will keep you updated with all the information. We'll send you the link from time to time. And we just want you to be a part of it because we are preparing a database. Now, whenever there are few things, few information required about the college and the history of the college, we fall short. We know our batchmates, but we are not able to get to our seniors or our juniors. Right? So this is one request like many of us made to the whole gathering, online and offline, that you please keep in touch with us and please keep going through our college website where we will update, give you the latest information, and let us all try to contribute to the college from where we have studied a bit. Our bit we can contribute to the growth and development of the college. Like Suresh sir said, it's just not financially. We want you to help us academically, internships, placements, and all other for the growth of our college to bring it to great heights in the future. So I thank one and all, and I request my colleague Miss Sneha Jagdish to propose the formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good afternoon to everyone present here. I take this as my opportunity to propose vote of thanks in this JSSLC Global Alumni Meet. First and foremost, I thank our honorable guest, Professor M.S. Venugopal, senior teacher, for his valuable contribution in the development of the college. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank our beloved Chief Executive, Professor K. Suresh, for his continuous guidance and encouragement. Thank you, sir. My heartfelt thanks to our principal, Dr. S. Nataraju, for his commitment and support. Thank you, sir. I request our Chief Executive, K. Suresh, sir, to give out token of gesture to our principal. Thank you, sir. I thank Dr. N. Vanishri, President, Mr. Pranav Kumar Nair, Secretary, and all other members of JSSLC Alumni Association for their cooperation and interest in organizing this meet. Thank you all. I thank all our alumni who are with us online and offline for taking their time out. Thank you, one and all. Then I would be failing in my duty if I don't thank our teaching, non-teaching, and all others who have directly and indirectly helped us to make this meet a great success. Thank you, one and all. A special thanks to Madhu Kumar sir for his technical assistance. I thank once again to everyone for making this event a great success. Thank you. I request all alumni who are here to join us for a